And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jones steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Berrios. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Jets at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Ball again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense is coming.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to. got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And here comes Berrios. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Hall ought to give up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 31, Jones, Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off play action. Jones taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A give running right is Hall. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here. That pass complete to Moore. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports, because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness again.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. DJ Chark, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Jones. And caught by Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Jones on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Completes this one to Thornton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
2nd and 11. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw here, hauled in, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Hall. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From just shy of midfield, Jones, he finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, 41 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. A handoff for Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get your reset. They've got... First and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Jones on first down. It's brought in by Harris. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back to throw again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 154 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Uzama. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on...
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guy is here. I'm toe tagging, no billboard bagging, job coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow with a backbone sure. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Buy like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we write the checks. Punch down, punch down, punch down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't down. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bonzi.
Let me go without the ad-libs.
In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really don't like you killing me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making $1 million verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim it better the widow's peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. Then payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
All right, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad's a